Welcome to Hollywood Square. This week's center square is Martin Mull. Let's meet today's contestants. The rules are simple. You'll pick a square. I'll ask the star in the square a question. The star in the square will answer the question. You will then either agree or disagree with their answer. If you guess correctly, you get the square. Guess wrong, however, and your opponent gets the square, so be careful. You win the round if you manage to line up 3 squares in a line, a column, or diagonally. You can also win if you get any 5 squares on the board. You must get the winning square yourself. You cannot win if your opponent guesses wrong. Whichever contestant wins 2 rounds wins the game and goes into the bonus round. This is round 1. X, select a square now. Martin Mull. Legally speaking, how many people do you technically need to start a riot?
Well, in L.A., 12 jurors seems to do the trick. I don't know. Our house, we get there, and it's just the 3 of us. I think I'm going to go with 3.
Give us your verdict. You lose that square. Where do you want to play, Circle? Kurt, got it. Which square do you want, X? Brian, for the block. What forms when water condenses in the Earth's atmosphere? Make your choice. Agree or disagree. Clouds. Yes, indeed. Circle, select a square now. Blake, got it. X, it's your turn to choose a square. Jane, for the block. Gym class heroes traveled with what tour in 2003? Do you agree or do you disagree? That would be warped. That's the right choice. Where do you want to go, Circle? Sharon, for the win. Circle gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. You lost 1 round. Be sure not to lose another. Here we go. Round 2. Your turn, X. Where are you going to go? Martin Mull. All right, Martin, who did GQ magazine name the voice of reason for 2003?
I would say Walter Cronkite.
What do you say? Agree or disagree? You're wrong. Circle, select a square now. Kurt, yes, indeed. Which square, X? Brian, for the block. What band recorded the songs Piggy, March of the Pigs, and Heresy? Are they bluffing, or do you agree? Those are all songs of Nine Inch Nails. Yes, you got it right. Circle, your turn to choose a square. Sharon, that's your square. X, it's your turn to choose a square. Blake, for the block. That's today's secret square. If you guess correctly, you'll win a bonus $1,000. Whose reinstatement does Maximus call for at the end of the 2000 movie Gladiator? Will you agree or disagree? Ruckus. Sorry. The board is yours, Circle. Blake, for the win. Circle gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. Sorry, this is the 2nd round you've lost. The game's over for you. Welcome to Hollywood Square. Let's say hi to this week's center square, Martin Mull. Welcome, contestants. The rules are simple. You'll pick a square. I'll ask the star in the square a question. The star in the square will answer the question. You will then either agree or disagree with their answer. If you guess correctly, you get the square. Guess wrong, however, and your opponent gets the square, so be careful. You win the round if you manage to line up 3 squares in a line, a column, or diagonally. You can also win if you get any 5 squares on the board. You must get the winning square yourself. You cannot win if your opponent gets it wrong. Whichever contestant wins 2 rounds wins the game and goes into the bonus round. This is round 1. X's turn now. Martin Mull. True or false? In 1 year, Americans eat enough acres of pizza to cover the entire state of Texas.
Now, if we can just get it to go. That's probably true.
What do you say? Agree or disagree? No. Circle, it's your turn to play. Kurt, good job. Pick a square, X. Brian, for the block. What was Nirvana's first album? Make your choice. Agree? Their first album was Bleach. You're right. Circle, pick your square. Sharon, right you are. X, it's your turn to choose a square. Alexis, for the block. Farrah Fawcett played which angel on Charlie's Angels? What do you think? She played Jill Monroe. That's your square. Which square do you want, Circle? Blake, for the win. Circle gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. That's 1 round lost. 1 more, and it's game over. Round 2 is on the way. X, pick a square. Martin Mull. Martin, Men's Health says that when at a party, nearly half of all men do this. When in the bathroom, do what?
Well, I think that would all depend on what the hors d'oeuvres were. Leave the seat up.
Make your choice. Agree or disagree? Well done. Circle, select a square now. Kurt, sorry. X's turn now. Brian, for the win. What is another term for the fraudulent investment scheme called a Ponzi? Are they bluffing, or that would be a pyramid? X gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. Great. This is the first round you won today. Just 1 more, and you're off to the bonus round. Round 3. This is your last chance to win. X, pick your square. Martin Mull. The all-knowing Dr. Joyce Brothers says that in the best marriages, the husband never does this to his wife in public. What?
Ride her like a little horsey. I would say argue.
Agree or disagree? Nope, wrong. Which square do you want, Circle? Kurt, you get the square. X, it's your turn to play. Brian, for the block. Who's famous for her spinning head in The Exorcist? Do you think that's a bluff? Agree or actress Linda Blair? Nice work. Circle, pick a square. Blake, nice work. X, it's your turn to choose a square. Jane, for the block. The statues Michelangelo made for Lorenzo de' Medici's tomb are dawn, evening, day, and what? Do you agree or disagree with the answer? And night. Oh, sorry, you're wrong. Circle, pick your square. Sharon, for the win. No. Where do you want to go, X? Jane, for the block. Which of Shakespeare's plays is also known as the Scottish play? Do you know the answer? That would be Macbeth. You get the square. Circle, select a square now. Alexis, for the block. You're correct. Where do you want to go, X? David, for the block. What master of the universe defends Eternia and Castle Grayskull against Skeletor? Do you know the answer? That's He-Man. Got it. Where are you going to play, Circle? Donna, for the win. Circle gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. Sorry, this is the second round you've lost. the game's over for you. Welcome to Hollywood Square. Allow me to present your center square. Martin Mull. Today's players are... The rules are simple. You'll pick a square. I'll ask the star in the square a question. The star in the square will answer the question. You will then either agree or disagree with their answer. If you guess correctly, you'll get the square. Guess wrong, however, and your opponent gets the square, so be careful. You win the round if you manage to line up 3 squares in a line, a column, or diagonally. You can also win if you get any 5 squares on the board. You must get the winning square yourself. You cannot win if your opponent guesses wrong. Whichever contestant wins 2 rounds wins the game and goes into the bonus round. Get ready to play our first round. X, select a square. Martin Mull. Martin, Botox is being used on patients who suffer from what painful ailment?
The acting bug. Actually, they're finding out that it can be used for migraines.
How do you want to weigh in on this? Wrong. Select a square, Circle. Kurt. Yes. The board is yours, X. Brian for the block. In Star Trek the original series, what was Spock's father's name? Give us your verdict. His dad was Sarek. Right you are. Select a square, Circle. Blake. That's your square. Your turn, X. Where are you going to... Jane for the block. Who returns to Quahog to buy a local nightclub with Brian on Family Guy? Do you know the answer? Frank Sinatra Jr. Yes. Select a square, Circle. Sharon for the win. Circle gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. You lost 1 round. Be sure not to lose another. Going into round 2. Where are you going to play? Martin Mull. That's today's secret square. If you guess correctly, you'll win a bonus $1,000. If a boomer and a flyer had a baby, what would it be?
Well, probably the lead story on LA News, you know, right along with J-Lo shopping for shoes and an interview with Michael Jackson's dry cleaner. A boomer and a flyer.
A boomer and a flyer had a baby. What would it be?
I think them's geese. I think we're talking a goose here.
What do you say? Agree or disagree? Nope, wrong. Select a square, Circle. Kurt, well done. Which square do you want, X? Brian for the block. Who's the main character of Gone with the Wind? Do you agree or do you disagree? Scarlett O'Hara. You got it. Where are you going to play, Circle? David. Yes. X, select Jane for the block. What is the name of the fashion line Brooke launches on TV's One Tree Hill? Do you know the answer? Clothes over bros. Sorry. Your turn, Circle. Where will... Donna for the win. Nope. X, pick your square. Blake for the win. Who did Sean Paul perform a duet with for the song Baby Boy? Are they bluffing or do you agree? Beyonce. You lose that square. Where do you want to go, Circle? Sharon for the win. Circle gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. Too bad that's 2 rounds you lost. Game over. Welcome to Hollywood Square. Here is your center square. Martin Mull. These are today's players. pick a square. I'll ask the star and the square a question. The star and the square will answer the question. You will then either agree or disagree with their answer. If you guess correctly, you get the square. Guess wrong, however, and your opponent gets the square, so be careful. You win the round if you manage to line up 3 squares in a line, a column, or diagonally. You can also win if you get any 5 squares on the board. You must get the winning square yourself. You cannot win if your opponent guesses wrong. Whichever contestant wins 2 rounds wins the game and goes into the bonus round. Let's get the game started with the first round. Which square, X? Martin Mull. In England, Martin, it's quite an honor to be named to the Order of the Garter. It's the highest order of what?
I think it's knighthood.
Do you agree or disagree with the answer? That's your square. Select a square, Circle. Kurt. Sorry. X, pick a square. Brian for the win. What R&B star says he's going to flirt in his first 2007 single? Make your choice. Agree or disagree. That's R. Kelly. X gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. You've won a round, but that's not enough to win the game. You gotta win one more. Here we go. Round 2. X, pick your square. Martin Mull. An AARP study reveals that age 38 is prime time for what?
I have a 16-year-old daughter, so I would say 38's a great time to start dating. But I think they recommend it's a good time to start your own business.
How do you want to weigh in on this? You don't get the square. Which square, Circle? Brian. Yes. Which square? Kurt for the block. Who directed the films Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Sense and Sensibility? Let's have your selection. Agree or... They were both directed by Ang Lee. You're correct. Where do you want to go, Circle? David. Well done. X, select a square now. Donna for the block. What NBA legend had cameo roles in Airplane and Fletch? Do you know the answer? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's the right choice. Pick a square, Circle. Sharon. That's your square. The board is yours, X. Alexis for the block. That's today's secret square. If you guess correctly, you'll win a bonus $1,000. What is tattooed on Ozzy Osbourne's knees? Will you agree or disagree? Smiley faces. Oh, sorry, you're wrong. Pick a square, Circle. Alexis for the win. Circle gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. Don't worry, this is only the first round you lost. You can still win the game. Here comes the final round. Which square, X? Martin Mull. Martin, taxpayers were shocked to find out the Environmental Protection Agency spent over $1 million to preserve what in New Jersey as an historic landmark?
That was Fredericks of Newark. They sold mostly like overalls and galoshes, things like that. I believe it was the boardwalk.
What do you say? Agree or disagree? Too bad. Select a square, Circle. David, you get the square. Which square do you want, X? Donna for the block. Which Agent Cody Banks 2 star underwent 2 months of martial arts training? Do you agree or disagree with the answer? Frankie Muniz. You got it. Circle, select a square now. Kurt, you don't get the square. Pick a square, X. Blake. Which artist had the hot-selling CD entitled Word of Mouth? Make your choice. Agree or disagree? That's ludicrous. You get the square. Circle, select a square now. Sharon for the block. Yes. Where do you want to play, X? Brian for the win. What do our bodies need from the air we breathe? Do you think that's a bluff? Agree or disagree? Oxygen. X gets the square, wins the round, and $1,000. You've won the round and the game, and now you're going to the bonus round. Let's start. In the bonus round, we'll ask each celebrity a question. We'll go through all 9 celebrities in order. As usual, you'll either agree or disagree with their answer. You have a limited amount of time to go through all the celebrities' answers. If you look over there, you'll see 9 keys. The grand prize is hidden inside this chest. Only one of the keys is able to unlock the chest. Each time you correctly agree or disagree with the star, we'll remove one of the wrong keys. After you've gone through all the stars, you'll have to pick the key you believe will open the chest. Where is Gatwick Airport? Do you know the answer? Good choice. Who is Kate Beckinsale in The Aviator? Agree or disagree? Too bad. The Offspring's Brian Holland credits which 90s grunge band with their success? How do you feel about that answer? You're right. What is used to thicken gazpacho? Give us your verdict. That's your square. What is the name for a collection of small dishes or appetizers in Spain? What's your choice? That's the right choice. What influenced Nelly Furtado's album Folklore? Do you know the answer? You're correct. Which star was both in Sleepover and Spy Kids? What do you say? Agree or you don't get the square? What is Ben Affleck's full name? What do you say? Agree or disagree? Nice work. What comedian married Unfufu? What do you think? You're right. All right, time to check out the keys. Incredible, 7 good answers. So 7 keys come up. All right, now select a key. Let's see if you picked the correct key. Yes, you've got the correct key. Well done. Congratulations. See you next time on Hollywood Square.